This is gonna be one of those vlogs where you have to construct the story after it has happened and basically stay within the realm of what I usually say, record what you've done, and then talk about what you did and why you did it. Today, I am going on a mission with this guy. This is Felix. You probably have met him before. He is my fiance's stepbrother. I don't know what you call it, but we're gonna try to find a quad. Today's gonna be one of the hottest days here on Mallorca. It's gonna be 39 degrees. It's really pressuring. How do you say pressuring? It's really hot inside. It is a shame that it's not possible to rent this one. Such a badass vehicle. Take a look at these. This would be literally the perfect thing to ride in. I'm hoping that the quads are a little bit more powerful than just 150cc. The just started one sounds like a two-stroke. Not good. Apparently these quads are only 50cc, which means that it can barely pull me up the weight of a hill. That's a big no-go. So I started to Google and tried to see if I could find a car that both looked good and that was kind of fun to drive. I think it took me around 1 or 2 hours to find a car, which was the Cupra Foreman Tour. So I wrote to the rental company and said like, hey, do you have this in Palma on the airport? Can I pick it up today? They were like, okay, you're good to go. Just come here and pick it up. I thought that this would be a very simple mission. You know, head down to the reception, ask them to call me a cab, and then we're done on our way to Palma. That was not really what happened though. Mallorca is a tourism island, so there's planes coming and going every single day. But Tuesday specifically was a very busy day. There was absolutely no taxis available. So what I had to do was that I had to run to the local bus stop and then hop on a bus, take that to the airport. They're shooting some sort of TV or show. I don't know. There's an FX6 and a Sony APS-C camera, a boom mic, a little bit of that good stuff. And then as I arrived at the airport, I had to head over to the shuttle bus that were to take me to the rental car company. Since I was texting with them beforehand, they had all the info that they needed to set up the invoice to my business. But as I got the contract though, everything was signed on me as a private person. So I started to discuss this with the staff and they were like, no, we can't change it. And I'm like, but your customer service said that you can make a business invoice. After a couple of rounds back and forth, eventually managed to fix the invoice for my business and I got the car. I jumped into the car, started to drive, thought it was a little bit strange because the noise on my left-hand side was a little bit loud from the wind. And the drive from Palma to Alcudia, where we are currently staying, is approximately a 50-minute drive. And I thought to myself, I'm gonna have to look at this once I arrive at the hotel. As I got to the hotel and parked the car, I started to see why the wind noise was so loud on the driver's side. Whenever you try to lock it in place, and the reason for it is this. Someone has been here tampering with this before I got the car, so this locking mechanism is not staying in place when you're closing the door. That is not how it's supposed to be. So I decided to call the rental company and say like, hey, I can't close the door properly. You got to do something about this. And all they said was, you got to come back with the car. I decided to take a little bit of pool time with Alex and Amanda. And then I jumped in the car, drove it back to Palma just to see if I could get a replacement car. I initially rented the Cupra because I think it looks the best and it's one Spanish car. I thought it would be fun, you know, being in Mallorca with Spanish car. But apparently they have no other Cupras left. And since they couldn't fix the car, they asked me if I wanted to rent another car, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna see if any other rental company has a car. But since Palma and Mallorca is a very busy place, all the rental cars were basically gone. So after a little bit of thinking, I thought to myself, okay, you know what, we're just gonna go with the replacement car. It might not look as good, but it's probably gonna work. Hey, automatic, eh? We had a good run. Bye-bye. Thank you, little Cupra. I will drive you another time. What do you think about Volkswagen? So-and-so? Yeah. I thought the Cupra was way better. It's not that I don't like Volkswagen, it just doesn't look as badass. That's the thing. At least this car has a sunroof. That's something that Formentor didn't have. That's pretty cool. It's probably never gonna use that because of the heat that is here on Mallorca, but it's a cool feature to have. And that's why I have the Volkswagen Tiguan. It works, but it's not as good looking as the Cupra Formentor. I'm still not sold on the look of this car. It's a great car. It's fantastically fun to drive. A little bit too big though, but I just don't really like the look of it. I think it feels a little bit too family style. I'm always gonna remember the Cupra Formentor. Alex and Amanda are spending the day at the hotel and with Grandma and Grandpa, and just having an overall chill day, and I'm just exploring a little bit of the island, trying to grab a couple of time lapses and drone shots and that kind of stuff. It's just a very nice, relaxing thing to do. Time to head back. It was great. Great talking to you. See you in another vlog. Have a good one, alright? Oh, by the way, if you like the vlog channel, don't forget to subscribe. That'd be highly appreciated. I don't say that often on the vlog channel though, but just if you like it. You don't have to, but that would be appreciated, as I just said. I'm just starting to repeat myself. This is what you do when you are not really certain about what you're going to end off the video with, and then just start repeating yourself and saying the same things and don't really know what to do, and then you start to go like, so, like, okay, alright, and woo. Nah, we're just gonna cut it.